Welcome back to Akron Summits franchise. Season number 2 finally here, and after missing the playoffs last year, did we get better in the offseason? I guess, question mark, not as much as I had hoped. We did bring in potentially our quarterback of the future, Kevin Saunders, the Michigan man, really hoping that he can be the guy for us. After as much as I hyped him up last year, he better be the guy. And we moved up a bit to get him and shift some things around. So putting a lot of stock in Kevin Saunders here. I think he will be good, but we will have to wait and see. Running back, we did bring back Kareem Hunt, but a new man opposite or behind Kevin Saunders here is Elijah Mitchell. A lot of upside there, and I think he should be pretty good for us. Receivers are about the same with Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, but also brought in an aging Michael Thomas to be our wide receiver number 3.
What?
He's old, but definitely not a bad option, and maybe he can be something for us. Offensive line, aside from Spencer Brown, who in his own right, he is still pretty good. Looking very good, and really excited about right guard Nathan Graves, who I wouldn't be surprised if he has superstar dev, but he was tied for the second best player in the class. But all around offensive line looking pretty good. And then of course Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer, tight ends, we are definitely solid there. And Brock Bowers did go up to superstar dev. This is where I'm a little bit upset. Tried to make some moves in free agency, but it just wasn't hitting. Our linebackers, I'm really upset that Bart Nobles is not a hidden dev rookie. He's only normal dev. I thought he was going to be amazing. He still might be, but that normal dev's really going to hinder him. Andy Middleton, our other linebacker, I did move him to the right side. He was a middle linebacker, but I want him to get his snaps, and he wouldn't have got his snaps really playing middle linebacker. So hopefully he can develop for us. Brought in Xavier Woods in free agency. He should be pretty good. Trayvon Merrick still here. And then, of course, Divine Diablo and Robert Spillane. Our defensive line, Tyree Wilson got hurt, which I'm not happy about. He's out for 5 weeks, so I had to bring in James Houston as a free agent just to play some meaningful snaps for us, to play opposite side of Max Crosby. Christian Wilkins, and then of course we brought in Mo Hurst in free agency, so our defensive tackles are okay. Nate Hobbs did go up to superstar development, which I am very happy about, and Xavier Howard, who we acquired via trade. Star dev, he didn't really play that good, and if there's any question marks on this team, I definitely feel like it's going to be defense. So in today's episode, guys, we take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, looking for a big W here in week 1. Got to come out the gate strong and assert our dominance. So hoping we can do that against the Jaguars. And then we also got some press conferences, some news stories, all that good stuff to get into. And then, of course, going to set our season scouts for the year and hopefully acquire some really good rookies in next year's draft. So we got a lot to get into today. Cue the intro, man. And let's see what we can do to make our players hate us even more. Everybody's got bad morale because we answered one of these dumb questions last time. So probably these questions are probably not going to be good for us. But the fans are curious how you'll handle your rookie quarterback's development. What do you mean? We're going to play him.
Yes.
He's the future, right? He's Kevin Saunders out of Michigan. In the past, teams have had tremendous success if a rookie sits for the year. Well, considering we have Aiden O'Connell and somebody else behind him, he's playing. He is playing every single down. He may have to play for us this year. Yeah, that's why we brought him out. Are you sure? Yeah, pretty positive there, Mr. Reporter. We're not going to have Aiden O'Connell playing in this game. And or in this season. That's all there is to it. So Kevin Saunders, gonna be the guy. The athletic trainer told me to ask you about what you want me to work on during camp. Conditioning and no, how about don't get injured? Okay. Focus on injury prevention. We had a lot of key injuries last season, and Elijah Mitchell, I brought him in to be the guy, and our player will focus on injury prevention, and his injury rating did go up +3. We suffered some pretty big injuries last year, so definitely trying to avoid this. And we will head on down to the practice sidelines, probably going to try to make somebody change his personality trait. These stories kind of dumb in Madden 25. I'm glad they added them, but yeah, kind of dumb. So what area of the team is the strongest? Definitely our offense, I would say. Defense, like I said, some question marks there. So if the offense is stronger, what part of the defense worries you the most? See, this is going to be a defensive storyline. Pass defense, definitely pass defense. Pass defense is just, I feel like, kind of tough in Madden. And I'm not the best stick defender, if you will. So probably our corners. Maybe this will give some extra boost to our corners. We definitely need it. What would a successful season look like statistically? Yeah, well, more than we're not going to get 10 INTs. Like, we're probably not going to get 3,500 season passing yards. We had 4 interceptions total as a team last season, which is terrible. So definitely not going to get 10, but maybe this will give no boost to the corners, just a goal that we're probably not going to get. Going to be focusing on cornerback and wide receiver as our national focus. I debated going more heavy into linebacker and defensive end, but like, I'm not sold on Xavier Howard. Nate Hobbs is a superstar, but Jack Jones is down to normal dev. So I really want to try to get a amazing standout corner, and then wide receiver, who knows what's going to happen with Jacoby Myers. Michael Thomas is old. Devontae Adams is getting old too, so want to maybe bring in some young studs there. Also going to be looking heavily at running back and tackle, just because like don't know how Elijah Moore is going to do, and you can always use offensive linemen. Never hurts to add depth there. Our 1-stars, defensive end and linebacker, a lot of normal dev guys, so anybody we could find in the prospect pool that might be good, would definitely like to bring them in. Double down. Actually, I tripled down on wide receiver. I don't know if I meant to do that. But anyways, we're doubling down on corner and tripling down on wide receiver. So, not sure what this class looks like, but as we progress here in season number 2, we are definitely going to find out. Season goal, make the freaking playoffs. I'm confident we can do it. We almost made it. Last year, we were within maybe a game or a game and a half, possibly 2 games of making the playoffs, but we came really close with the guys that we brought in, and hopefully that they develop really well. I am confident that we can get there. So, hey, if you guys are fired up and you're loving this Akron Summits franchise here, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers, and I will give away an NFL jersey to one of my lucky subscribers. And without further ado, let's get on down to Rubber City Stadium in Akron, Ohio to take on the Jags, and let's get ready for the game. Coach Smallz looks on with anticipation as the first snap of the season is about to get underway. There is quarterback Kevin Saunders, the Michigan man, looking to lead his troops out to a victory against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll take a look at their team here in a moment, see if, now that we are in year number 2, see if anything changed or if they got pretty much the usual suspects. And we are going to be on defense first. So cornerbacks, like we talked about on the sideline with the reporter, some lofty expectations for them, but I feel like if we are going to be a playoff contender, we're going to have to play much, much better pass defense. Well, I see Travis Etienne is still here in town. I know that because he's a superstar, which is kind of strange. And right off the bat there, Robert Spillane is in there to make the tackle. He was definitely consistent for us last season, which is why I extended his contract. He was up for a contract extension, and now he's kind of the backup, but he's also in there as a sub linebacker and stuff, like in the nickel sets. It's going to be Etienne again, and a nice open field tackle there by Trayvon Merrick. And we already got the Jacks in a key 3rd down. Got a guest pass here. Got a shade underneath. I could see them going for, quick little drag route or a quick little check down or something like that. They're sending a man in motion, and I got Justin Houston, who was not supposed to be my option, but he's in there because Tyree Wilson is hurt. And they are able to convert. Xavier Howard does make the tackle. I appreciate the tackle, Xavier, but I would much prefer picks or pass deflections.
Come on, man.
I'm really going to be having my eye on Xavier, and if I don't like the way he's playing, maybe closer to the trade deadline. I'm just saying, I'm not sure what his worth will really be, but I'm not gonna stand. Coach Smallz is not gonna stand for subpar play this year. And there's could be an interception. Look, that was Xavier too. He heard me. He's like, oh dang.
Come on, man.
I got to get my stuff together. Not a pick by Howard, but I will take a nice pass breakup. Send Trayvon Merrick on a blitz. Not sure if that's the right idea, but that was pretty good. And there is Andy Middleton, our rookie out of Tennessee, in there to get his first career NFL tackle. It was a pretty good one as he was able to limit Travis Etienne. And now we got him in a big third down yet again. And I paused the game. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, well, you know what? I guess that must have helped. And Xavier Howard was there on coverage. So if anything, we're calling his name a lot more in the opening stages of this game than we did, through a lot of last season. And that could be a sign of things to come. Here's our 5th round draft pick. What's his name? Rice. Yeah, we got him in the 5th round. He's a cornerback. It's Donald Rice. He's not a good player, but he's got like 94 speed and 91 kick returning. So guess what? He does find a role here on the Akron Summits. And here is the guy, Kevin Saunders, 77 rated overall quarterback. What will his opening game of the NFL look like? We're going to get a chance to see as Saunders does come out shotgun and got some good targets. There's one of them right there. Brock Bowers, that pass felt a little inaccurate, but you know what? It found its target. So maybe just some opening game jitters from Saunders. That one kind of got away from him a little bit. But on 2nd and 2, this is really going to put the young man in a good situation because coming off the play action, we might be able to find somebody like Jacoby Myers. Bang! There is Jacoby, and that was a great pass by Saunders. Got a lot under that football, and that was pinpoint accurate. Jacoby getting into it with Josh Hines-Allen, but Saunders stands back there in the pocket. A little dart, little sling, a gunslinger type of throw there. And he finds Jacoby for a nice first down and then some. Take a look and see if anybody's different here on the Jags. They got Mason Smith as the left end, Eric Armstead as the right end. Can't remember if he was already here or not. DJ Reader, the former Bengal, and Devon Hamilton are the D tackles. They still got Trayvon Walker, so that's the same. They still got Foye Luakon and Devin Lloyd, so that's the same. And, of course, they still got superstar X-Factor Josh Hines-Allen. So defensive line pretty much looks the same. They got Tyson Campbell, Jerrion Jones, and Eric Scott as corners. So nothing really too crazy there. Andre Sisco and also Darnell Savage. And how about this? Marcus Epps, who we released from our team, is now on the Jags. So it's looking to be a little revenge game for Epps. I wanted to keep him. I did. I mean, he wasn't like a crazy player or anything like that, but just had to, he was kind of more of a cap casualty, I'll say, than anything. So Marcus Epps did find his way on here to the Jaguars, and there's Elijah Mitchell. Thought I had something there for a moment, and already Jacoby Myers going down, holding his ankle. So that is not good to see, and guess that's why we brought in Michael Thomas. He's probably going to be seeing a lot more reps now. 2nd and 8. How about RPO? I really want to streak Devontae Adams, but we'll stay RPO. But they did follow him. And, there's Mitchell with the burst of speed. That's a better run than we saw a lot last year with Kareem Hunt and Alexander Madison. That was a great run by Elijah Mitchell. A great vision by the 5-year man out of a UL Lafayette. And we got this ball all the way down to the 36-yard line. And if Devontae if that safety comes down and Devontae gets single coverage, I don't know. We'll see, but I don't like it. Let's just go to Bowers and another bullet from Saunders, but that one was 100% on Bowers as he dropped it. And Jacoby Myers, re-injury risk high. We'll let him sit for a little bit and bring in the veteran out of Ohio State. 2nd and 10, still on the 36. We're going to streak Trey Tucker, but probably looking for Adams on this shallow crosser, and that pass was almost batted down at the line of scrimmage. I feel like Saunders doesn't really, his passes are like line drives almost. At least that's what I'm feeling like so far as I'm, playing the game. But at any rate, Adams caught it, and it is a nice first down. About 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. This could definitely be it's RPO, but I'm probably going to be looking Trey Tucker's way first, which I am. Tucker catches it and just needed someone to hold a little bit better block there. Couldn't get it done, and only a pickup of 1. I do see the press on Adams there. If that safety blitz is down, I'm probably looking his way. If not, we probably got Oh, no, I didn't mean to. I shouldn't have done it. Oh, God, that was just a terrible, terrible mistake by me. and it was almost intercepted there by Jerry Jones. Luckily, it was not. I don't know why I threw it to Adams. I don't really have a good excuse other than I shouldn't have. And now it is 3rd and 9. So who wants to get open here? Who can make a play? Michael Thomas. Oh, look at the veteran hanging on through contact. And that was also a dart by Saunders. Threw it into a lot of riffraff, double coverage, but get a second look at it here. Michael Thomas, he's got hands. He may be 32 years old or however old he is. This man got hands and just put him on full display there, getting us down to the 11. See if we can punch this in with Elijah Mitchell here. That left side looking mighty fine, and that was a pretty decent block. Held there for a second. That's Thayer Munford. I don't really know why oh no, it's Colton Miller. One of the two. I'm not sure. Not really sure why, the block wasn't held a little bit better and for a little bit longer, but, whatever. It is what it is. And actually here on Call me crazy. I'm going to go ahead and audible this into a run. I got to make sure I get this ball off. I like what I'm seeing here in single back with the run, and we'll snap the ball. Elijah Mitchell gets very close. Pickup of 4. Josh Hines-Allen in there on the stop. Going to come in with the handy-dandy mesh spot. That's always a good goal line play to call. I feel like that was tremendous defense there by Trayvon Walker. Wow. It was a tight window. I was looking at Michael Thomas, and Trayvon Walker just came out of nowhere. Not really a coverage guy, That's not what he's known for, but he played good coverage there. So we'll see if we can drill this through here with Daniel Carlson. Should be able to from this range, and that should be perfect right down the middle. So our first drive does yield 3. Saunders played pretty good on that first drive. I don't have a whole lot of complaints other than I would have liked a touchdown, but hey, we do go up 3-0, so our first lead of the season, and it comes here in quarter number 1 against the Jaguars. I'm assuming probably the usual suspects here on the Jaguars, but Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne Jr., so it's the Clemson connection going on there, quarterback and halfback. Wide receivers, they got Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis, and Brian Thomas Jr., so two number 2 wide receivers essentially playing number 1 roles. Brian Thomas is about to be a beast. Evan Ingram, who is a superstar in this game. Not sure he's really deserving of that, but he is a superstar. Cam Robinson, left tackle. Ezra Cleveland, left guard. Mitch Morse, center. Decent offensive line. Hugh Pickens, the rookie, is their right guard. And Anton Harrison is their right tackle. So shouldn't be the best team, but Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, and Evan Ingram, all superstar development players. They are not going to be superstar development players in Madden 26. I can all but promise you that. But they are in this game, so got to stay on our toes here. That's not staying on our toes. There's the superstar Evan Ingram right there. Chased down by Xavier Howard, but man, oh man, Trevor Lawrence and Ingram just gashed us, getting it all the way down to the 34 and into Summit's territory. Press up the line here. Can't have too many more of that, boys, because we're not going to last too long. There's going to be almost a sack there. Almost a sack on Trevor Lawrence. We were sending some heat on that one. Who was that? Who was coming into the backfield that quick? I couldn't quite tell. Was that Trayvon Merrick? It sure was. Number 7 there. And I don't know how Trevor Lawrence got that ball away. Man, I would have loved an early sack this season because we didn't really get too many of those either, I wouldn't say. Last season, that is. But there's a nice tackle there by our big defensive tackle, Christian Wilkins. And that will make it 3rd and very long. Let's just play good zone coverage, guys. I'm going to have Max Crosby drop back and be an extra coverage man. And, I mean, that one was thrown right into the dirt. Andy Middleton was going to be there to make the stop anyways. But I don't know if that was because of pressure or what. But I will certainly take it as Cam Little, the now 2-year man out of Arkansas, is going to come in for the field goal attempt, and he will put that thing through. So this game is knotted up at 3 apiece as we wind down to the end of the first. Wow. I know, I see Devontae Adams single coverage press, but I'm not sure I really want to put that on Saunders, at this stage of his career, only 3 snaps in, and also I really want to get Elijah Mitchell going because we did not really have any sort of running game last season. And especially when you got a rookie quarterback, that will sure help to take the pressure off of him and, not force him to throw 40 passes a game. But 3-3 at the end of the first. let's go down here and find the end zone for the first time. But I'll tell you what, these Jags, I'm making a mental note of what I'm seeing here on the field so far, and I'm seeing a lot of press from Davante Adams. And I'll tell you what, Davante will beat you, okay? He will beat you. So maybe be careful with that, Jags. This might actually be a little curl shot to Adams. No, we'll just give it to Michael Thomas, who's been busy in this first quarter, picking up a healthy gain of 9.
Well done.
Come out shotgun, but it'll be a little zone run here for Mitchell. Going to have our guard, JPJ, Jackson Powers Johnson, pulling for us. So come on, Elijah, pick up something positive here. And he didn't. That was literally no gain. Okay, well, I can assure you that we are going to keep it on the ground here. 3rd and 1. I would like something inside zone, maybe not with a pull, though. Well, you know what? HB Wham seems to work. We've called it 22 times, and we're averaging over 5 yards a carry on it. So simple math would tell you that this should be a first down pickup. Let's go ahead and have Brock Bowers lead the way. And Mitchell kind of got stopped up there by his own lineman. But Elijah Mitchell, I'm liking the way he's running so far. Running with purpose, running with power, running with vision. And we got this thing almost to midfield. I mean, this has got to be a quick step sling to Michael Thomas, right? There's no way that it can't be. Oh, look at the veteran, old man Thomas. I mean, he had, what was that, Trayvon Walker? Like, whoever the edge was, he was the only guy that was within 5 yards of Thomas. So, like, yeah, of course I'm going to do a quick step drop and sling there. And Saunders, I think it said he's at 109, I think it said. And Michael Thomas has been the recipient of some pretty good catches in this one. I got to say, I'm liking what I'm seeing from, can't say the young man. He's damn near the same age as me, which is crazy, by the way, to say. But we won't stay on that topic too much. Now we got Kareem Hunt in. He is still in some of our sets. So we definitely will still be utilizing Kareem Hunt. And, oh, pretty good cutback there from Hunt. Kareem Hunt looked okay last season. He had some flashes. He never really sustained, greatness, I wouldn't say, or even really goodness for that matter. But he had some flashes, and overall, I liked what I saw from Hunt, so figured I had to give him the nod and bring him back. It is 2nd and 8 now. We're coming out, little trips shotgun set here. This is usually where I look for Brock Bowers. I don't like this one bit. JK, I do! It's Trey Tucker, and he is going to Naruto his way into the end zone. Man, I was dropping back into that pocket, but we had the protection. And that is why, folks, you invest in an offensive line, because we needed, Trey Tucker had to run across the whole length of the field, so we needed all the time in the world. We got it thanks to our offensive line. And shout out Kevin Saunders with his first career NFL touchdown. Hoping that is the first of many. Obviously that's why we drafted him, right? To throw touchdowns. And Daniel Carlson will make the extra point. So 10-3 is the score. We get the ball after halftime, and we'll see if our defense can hold them to a stop here with about 5.5 minutes to go. I haven't sent too many blitzes yet, so this seems like a good blitzing time here with Robert Spillane and a corner, and Travis Etienne read that hole beautifully. Andy Middleton, so who is getting a lot of tackles, if nothing else. God, I really want, he's hidden dev, Andy Middleton is, the linebacker. He was a middle linebacker drafted. I moved him to the left side or the right side just because I want him to get his snaps. So far, we're calling his name a lot. And shut down by Max Crosby, who had a ton of TFLs last season, picking up right where he left off. That's going to make it 3rd and 6 from the 44. Good zone coverage here, guys. Good zone coverage. Going to have, that's going to be a false start. So not going to be 3rd and 6, going to be 3rd and 11. Hey, that much better for us. I will certainly take it. So thank you very much, Cam Robinson, who's probably one of their better offensive linemen, for making my job just a little bit easier. I'm still going to stay in zone, though. I'm still going to guess pass. I'm still going to shade inside. Everything the same. Still going to have Justin Houston. Is that going to be a run? No, it's not going to be a run. Come on, give me some cookies. It's Xavier Howard. I knew it, man. It was written in stone that he was going to get a pick, because he has just been, I've been calling his name all game on pass breakups, on tackles. I called him out at the beginning of the game. Even last season, I called him out. So he has as many picks now in this game, as he had all last season. He had one last season, and I don't even think it came with us. But shout out to Xavier Howard, the X-Man, getting the ball right back to Saunders and this offense. Let's go ahead and put the ball back in the hands of Elijah Mitchell. Don't need to rush here. We can take our time, and nice little cut there for Mitchell. But yeah, he has, other than that one burst, which was a very good run from him, it's been a little tough for him. But I kind of feel like running is just tough for this team. I don't 100% know why. It shouldn't be, probably, but I kind of feel like it is. And now Saunders going to come out empty, so we're probably looking at Adams or Thomas. It's Thomas. We know he's the slant man. That's what he is notorious for. And Thomas, our leading receiver in terms of catches and yards. Cook up a little TE angle. You guys know I am very passionate about this play. And there's Davante Adams, who's still on his feet and still going. Our receivers, big fan of him so far. I know it's only, game one, only about halfway through. But I mean, Brock Bowers, to put it in perspective, Brock Bowers was like our every down target last year. Like, he led the team in receptions, and we were always throwing his way. I think I've only targeted Bowers twice. And that play that I came out in, the TE angle, it was a play specifically designed for Brock Bowers. But I just saw Adams get open and, can't pass it up. So we're going to bring in Kareem Hunt here. He is our, third down back. It's not third down, but he's our receiving back. And really want to kind of just shave some of this clock off. Saunders just barely got it away. Hunt making some good moves. And yeah, if I can play this clock right, man, we got all 3 timeouts. Would love to score with no time left. Come out of the locker room after halftime and do the same dang thing. All right, 2nd and 1, 45 seconds to go. Going to be looking for Bowers or Mitchell. We'll just give it to Mitchell. I just really wanted the first down. Okay, and I got it. We'll go ahead and call timeout. How about a little draw play? Kareem Hunt is in here. Got to watch Foye Aluakon, and that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Thank you so much. 28 seconds, I know the no huddle is going to kill me. The clock runoff's going to kill me. So I'll probably, we'll take this down to 15 seconds, call timeout, and try to cap off this half in style. Davante on the Y stick is what I want to happen. There's a lot of linebackers there, so I'll put Michael Mayer on a drag in case we need him, but that should be Adams all day. It is, and Kevin Saunders has his 2nd touchdown of his career and on the evening. And I made that actually our goal in the weekly strategy to get 2 passing touchdowns. Kevin Saunders is looking great. And unless the Jags do something stupid, which, it's Madden, so that's always a chance that could happen. We should go into the locker room up 17-3 and getting the ball back to start half number 2. I mean, I'll tell you what, they gave themselves a shot for a Hail Mary because Travis Etienne was somehow able to dice this up. So, this is what I was saying. Madden can certainly do stuff like that. So, yeah, no PI, guys. No crazy. Oh, Max Crosby might have a chance on Lawrence. Lawrence is going to just throw it out of bounds. Okay, there we go. So, solid first half of football by the Summits. I really like how this game is flowing and how this team is flowing. It should also be noted that nothing has changed from Season 1. We still got it on all Madden difficulty. Still got the sliders on the default, so nothing is changed. And we are just playing some really, really good football. Going to look to keep that up as well for the second half and start out 1-0 on the season. Kevin Saunders playing some good football. I know it's only one game. There's a whole lot of season left to go. But other than those first couple passes where he was probably just, had the opening career jitters, if you will, I've liked what I've seen from the kid. I really do. And I'll tell you what, I would just love, I feel like I say this probably every game that I play, but I would just love to ground and pound my way to victory with Elijah Moore. And not going to happen if nobody wants to block Josh Hines-Allen. I feel like our last 5 or so runs have been gains of 2, and that's not going to get it done. We're going to need some more yards, to make that happen. But we'll see. If Kevin Saunders is going to have to lead us to a victory in the passing attack, then so be it. Let's custom stem Davante's route here, make it a little bit more of a shallow curl, and maybe he is going to be our target. He is not. It's going to be Michael Mayer. And I'll tell you what, the protection is holding up good. I'm liking what I'm seeing from our offensive linemen. And Saunders distributing the ball to just pretty much all of our receivers. 1st and 10, surely Kareem Hunt can give us some positive yards, right? Question mark. There we go. Okay. You know, hey, last year we were definitely running back by committee. And I would like Elijah Moore to be just like our true number 1 back. But hey, if we got to be running back by committee again, then we'll be running back by committee again. At the end of the day, as long as we get the wins, like, that's what I'm really worried about. Let's go single back wham here from the 43. It's Mitchell, and blocks picked up beautifully there. We had our center, Andre James, and somebody else just saved Elijah Mitchell's life, because that one could have been devastating. No way they'd be expecting a play action here on 3rd and 10, right? Jacoby Myers, we hit him on this play a little earlier, and maybe again. Saunders let it out there beautifully. Wow, Jacoby Myers was locked up by Tyson Campbell. That was not an easy throw or catch, and Saunders led him way to the left. Yeah, I like this rookie. Already better probably than Gardner Minshew. Now, that's not saying much. That's not exactly high praise to say that you're better than Gardner Minshew. I feel like 75% of the QBs in the league are. But I'm liking it, man. I got no complaints so far. Maybe the running game is a complaint, but Elijah Mitchell could change that right now, and I just needed someone to hold a block on Josh Hines Allen. Mitchell only able to pick up 1. Now it's 3rd and 6. I am okay settling for a field goal, although I don't really want to if possible. Let's have Devontae Adams curl, and this could be, it's going to be Brock Bowers. It's got to be Bowers. Bowers, who has not made a catch in quite a while, secured a big one there. And one thing I'm liking about this Summits team so far, we're not having to, last season we had to rely on, like, a lot of our scoring drives were big, deep home run shots. But so far in this game, we're just having long, methodical drives, moving our way downfield. And ideally, that's what you want. What I also want here is Kareem Hunt to probably be the target, maybe Michael Thomas. But yeah, it's got to be Kareem. Oh, just needed to catch that thing in stride. But I'll tell you what, Kareem Hunt did make a couple guys miss, and salvages a gain of 6 on that one. Kareem's playing pretty good. We initially did not re-sign him, I think because he turned our offer down, and we didn't want to pay him more. But he was sitting there in free agency, you know, during the free agent signing period, and I was able to bring him back for cheap. So, like, come on now. Of course I'm going to do that. Devontae Adams underneath, and we got the ball inside the 10-yard line. Again, long, methodical drives. I love it. And hopefully we can cap this off with some points. I mean, this has got to be Elijah Mitchell on the left side. Come on, man. There it is. Get my God, dude. How is he not able to get it? How does Darnell Savage come all the way from the opposite side of the field? I'll tell you why. It's because I hit that turbo button. And Madden knows when you hit that turbo button, blocks are going to get shed, tackles are going to get made, which is stupid, but it is what it is. Mitchell again. Can we punch this one in? We do. So Mitchell gets his first touchdown as an Akron Summit. He's having an okay game, nothing too crazy, but we find ourselves up big against the Jaguars, about to be 24-3 if I don't miss this extra point, which I didn't. And welcome to Season 2. So far, I am McDonald's freaking loving it. And just want to show you that it is on all Madden. I do that from time to time, which I think that I'm pretty sure if it wasn't on all Madden, you would be able to tell, because I think, keep using autoflip, fine. I think that it shows additional things on the screen. Maybe that's only on Pro or Rookie, but I think even on All Pro, like, you can see the boxes on the screen, like the red and the green boxes. Come on, Max, get to Trevor. He wasn't able to get to Trevor, and Christian Kirk breaks a tackle. Wow. But yeah, just wanted to show you, it is still on all Madden. You know, we didn't really see too many blowouts like this in season number 1. So I just want you guys to, make sure I show you guys that, I didn't bump the difficulty down to pro or anything like that. But 1st and 10, Lawrence has it right at midfield on our logo, trying to get back there to him. Come on, it's going to be a sack. And who is it? Robert Spillane. I wish it would have been one of the rookies. Where's Bart Nobles at? Is Bart Nobles, we drafted him in the 2nd round, number 55. Is he out here? Where the heck's Bart Nobles at? He should be out here. I'm not seeing him. Check the depth chart, make sure I didn't move him around by mistake. Yeah, he is our starting left linebacker. Now, Spillane is the sub linebacker, so I'm sure that's why we're seeing him on a lot of sets. But I'm pretty sure that defensive set was in our base. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Why is Bart Nobles not out here, man? He should be. I don't know why he's not. We do run various sets, some sets in 3-4, some sets in 4-3. But I'm seeing a lot more of Middleton, which is, I'm fine with that. I mean, Middleton is hidden. Bart Nobles is normal dev, but I really want Bart Nobles to develop. And yeah, I'm not seeing him out here too much. So keep our eyes out for number 55. So far, he's been a ghost. Come on, it's a sack on Lawrence. And who was it that time? It was Maurice Hurst, one of our free agent acquisitions. And this game is all Akron Summits, and I am totally here for it. End of the third quarter, 24-3. We got the ball in our possession. Just got to hang on for 9 more minutes, and we will go to 1-0 at the start of what should be and what hopefully is a very successful season. Oh, wow. The Jags are going to go for it. I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess you kind of have to, right? Boy, if they pick this up, I am going to rage. 4th and 20, that would be the most Madden thing I've ever seen. And they are going to pick it up, and I'm raging. Why does that always happen, man? That's Brian Thomas Jr. That's the first time we called his name, I want to say. That's crazy. That is crazy that they picked that up. Teams do that to me all the time. It is so annoying. And, I mean, what do you say? It's just Madden. Oh, another pick would be great. But instead, it's another dart from Trevor Lawrence, that time to Gabe Davis. There's Bart Nobles. Now, I did sub him in via the depth chart because I just want to see him on the field. Crunch. It's Max Crosby for another TFL. That's now 2 on the game. I need to see him get some sacks too, but the run game, stopping the run game is just as important as stopping the passing game. So, yeah, making sure I keep my eyes on Max Crosby for sure. And let's use her up on Andy Middleton here and stop the Jags. Not going to stop the Jags. They could still come back. So we definitely still got to be on our P's and Q's. There's Divine Diablo, who was such a key player for us last year. Don't know how much production he's going to get this year. And that's a nice carry there by ETN trying to strip the ball. And Nate Hobbs, who's now a superstar, makes the tackle. So the Jags are probably going to score here, I would assume, unless we make a heck of a goal line stand, maybe get a pick or something like that, an INT. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if we can do it. Trayvon Merrick, I'm going to use her up on him. It's going to be an outside run to ETN, and he does find the end zone. So it's a 2-score game. Definitely, game is not over. I feel like if we score again, even a field goal, it probably is. Still 6.5 minutes too, so we can't just go into chew clock mode. We got to work our way down the field. But I'm confident we can do it, and let's go get it done. And while I'm not going to be uber conservative, I'm going to be a little conservative. So we'll start out here. Simple little screen pass to Elijah Mitchell, and he's got tons of daylight and tried to, he didn't juke him. I tried to put a juke move there on Jerry Jones, but he ended up breaking the tackle. So nice work there by Elijah Mitchell. And speaking of Elijah Mitchell, I would love nothing more than for this just to be the Elijah Mitchell show for the last 6 minutes. I mean, that would make me happier than a pig, and you know what?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
If we could do that, not only would it pretty much seal the game, but it would increase the rushing yards for Mitchell, who I really want to be our true running back number 1. So let's see if we can get it done. I mean, we're not going to get it done if someone doesn't want to put a gosh dang block on Foye Oluokun. Loss of 1 on the play. I mean, the Devontae Adams press is real. I don't necessarily need a home run shot like that, but yeah, we'll just save to Brock Bowers. Yeah, I don't need that. And that's, I mean, really dang near the same result if we would have hit Devontae on the deep bomb. So Bowers starting to come alive here in the second half, and that makes me feel like that makes me pretty confident that this should be ball game, but still got to pick up a few more first downs. This should be an easy running scenario here for Kareem Hunt. It's not Elijah Mitchell like I would like it to be. Hunt's playing better than Mitchell so far, I would say, in this one. He is able to pick up 5. We're in field goal range, so we gotta keep this on the ground, right? We gotta keep this on the ground. The question is, in what type of set? I'm gonna go to my favorites. I don't often like to do this, but I got some pretty good plays drawn up here, and I want to go something inside zone just to kind of throw them off a little bit, maybe make them think that it's going to be a passing play, although why would it be, you know? But Mitchell, please pick this up, brother. And oh, there's a nice hole for Mitchell. Thank you. His second best run of the game. Boysade Luakon makes his 8th tackle, but that should all but do it here in beautiful, not really, Akron, Ohio. And Mitchell gonna score and put this game on ice. And I believe he does have over 80 yards, so that's pretty good for us in terms of running back production. Elijah Mitchell's got 2 touchdowns. Kevin Saunders has 2 passing touchdowns. So our new players making Michael Thomas has had a great game, like 6 or 7 catches. So our Andy Middleton, even our linebacker. So what I'm trying to get at here, I keep having other thoughts, is our new players are making immediate impacts. And I'm sure the Jags are going to go down here and score really quickly because that's what Madden does. Under 2 minutes, teams turn into turbo mode. But this will probably be the final cut till the end unless something actually drastic happens. And how about them Akron Summits showing up to make a statement here in week number 1? All right, so Jags did score, as I mentioned, and they just got an onside kick, which is kind of annoying. I mean, they still really don't have, like, anything they can really do too much. Yeah, I mean, 7 seconds, but still, that just goes to show you, like, Madden goes into Super Saiyan mode, the CPU, when there's under 2 minutes left in the game. Like, it's just a well-known fact. And the fact that I even had to jump back in and not cut this, you know, to the very end is rather annoying. So the stats will look a little bit better for Lawrence and the boys, but still a dominating performance by the Summits. And that was almost a sack. 1 second left. Can we get somebody a sack here just to pad the good old stats? I would love that. If not, it is what it is. Or maybe Lawrence will just score. But they are mathematically impossible for them to come back in this one, no matter what happens. Lawrence, come on, someone get a sack. Oh, I just decided to have everybody. There it is. It's James Houston, who I just brought in free agency. Love it, love it, love it. And how about these Akron Summits 31-17 victory over the Jags? We got an interception. We got several sacks. Our rookie QB threw some touchdowns. Our new running back scored some touchdowns. Whole lot to like here in Akron for sure. And I mean, Kevin Saunders, he may not have a perfect quarterback rating, but he was near perfect in this game. 22 for 27, 275 yards, 81% completion, and 2 touchdowns. For a rookie debut, I will take that every day of the week, twice on Sunday. And Trevor Lawrence really didn't play that well, 189 yards, and a lot of that came on that final drive, which I am sure I have cut most of that out. Not a good completion rate, 1 touchdown to 1 pick, so nice defense by the Summits. And Elijah Mitchell ended up having a pretty good game when it's all said and done. 19 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaged 4.4 yards per game. And Kareem Hunt even averaged 6 yards per game, so collectively over 100 yards on the ground. I love it. Evan Ingram tore us up, but Michael Thomas, 5 catches for 61 yards. Devontae, 4 for 46 and a touchdown. Trey Tucker, 3 for 33 and a touchdown. Brock Bowers, quiet in terms of Brock Bowers stats, only 3 for 40. And a couple other guys, Jacoby had 2, Kareem had 2, Mitchell had 2. So that's pretty good. And then defensively, we got a lot to unpack here, man. James Houston, 2 TFLs and a sack and a half. I didn't even mean to pick him up. I only picked him up because Tyree Wilson is hurt. He may have just earned himself a starting spot. I'm just saying. Max Crosby, 2 tackles for loss. Robert Spillane, 2 tackles for loss and a sack. Christian Wilkins, 2 tackles for loss. Maurice Hurst, a tackle for a loss and a sack. And who led the team in tackles? I'm sure it's got to be Middleton, right? No, he only had 3? Really? That doesn't seem accurate, but okay, whatever. And then Xavier Howard with a big-time interception. So a great game. Hoping it's a sign of things to come. I realize we still got, 16 more games left to go. But good vibes initially from the Summits. And next week, we will take on the Lions. And then the Browns. Browns, of course, not a good team in real life, but they are a tough team in Madden. And the Lions, not going to be an easy matchup. So we got 2 back-to-back really tough games coming up. So we're really about to see, was this just a fluke and us playing a bad team in Jacksonville? Or do we actually have something here in Akron? We're going to find that out in 2 very short weeks. So that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.